Alright guys, so this is the ingredients that you will need. Eggs, milk, potatoes, whatever breakfast meat you'd like. This is just what we have on hand. Butter, that's in the dish behind the sausage. Pepper, Lowry seasoned salt, garlic powder, and onion powder. Okay guys, so I want to go a little more in depth with you. I have the phone propped up over the potatoes. So first what I like to do is just peel them. This is how I peel them. I have a bag here. It's just a King Soopers bag, an empty King Soopers bag. And actually, it's a great trick I learned from one of my friends, Rachel, when my son and I went to go stay with her. The kids were real young then, so this was like years ago. But the grocery bag, that's the trick I learned from her. She had it while she was cooking, and all the trash she accumulated, she just put it in that bag, and it was already on the counter. So it's pretty cool. I mean, it's a game changer. Good job, Rach. Then I rinse it off. And I like to rinse it off and the knife as well at the same time, and then move on to the next. So this is just breakfast for my son. We happen to have another snow day, and they had the option to do remote or not today, and I just opted not today for him, just to kind of give him another day, you know. So I'm only using 3 potatoes, was my point of saying that. Yeah. Then I'm going to go over how I cut them. I used to do videos like this on Facebook Live. It was, I'm not sure if I can even play music on YouTube. I don't think so. But it, it was really fun. So hopefully this can you guys still see that? Yeah, you guys can see pretty good. So this is how I cut them, how I dice them. Well, I do this, but like the proper way to do it is with your knuckle, and then, or like this if you don't have acrylics probably, and then you tuck it under and you go like, let the blade go like that so that you don't cut yourself. I'm gonna do this because that's what I'm used to and comfortable with, but if you're not comfortable with the knife, then please do it properly. Don't risk like hurting yourself, and you really can. But yeah, I'm pretty, and it's okay not to be comfortable or confident with a knife, everyone starts somewhere, and the more you practice safely, then the better you'll be, with your comfort level. Okay. Bless you, Moo! Oh, what was that? Yeah. Huh? It was my what, babe? My chair? Okay, be careful on the chair, babe. Don't break that chair. That's my favorite chair. It's my pink chair.
That's your only chair.
That's my only pink chair, you're right.
That's your only chair.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so that's how I dice them. So the first cut I'm making, and I'm finding like a stable space. If they're too rocky and you don't have a stable space, just shave a little like that off of one of the things and then set it down on where you just shaved it off, and it'll stabilize it. But that's the first cut I make, just like that, and then I separate them half, and then I'm going to make, it kind of depends on how big or small I want them for how many cuts I'm going to make, but then I just go long ways that way, and then the actual dice. So we have to get the pan hot with oil first, and then we'll put these in and season them, and we'll start the sausage at the same time because it'll be about the same cooking time. Okay, so this is what we have going on. I put the sausages in here. I only did half because, again, it's just for my son right now. My husband already ate this morning, and he's already left for work. So this is just for my son. He sleeps in. It's hard to do with one hand. That's all right, though. We'll persevere. So I have those in now, and I'm going to season them. I like to prop you guys so that I can. Does that work? Maybe like this. Hang on, let's see. I think you guys can see. Okay, so I'm going to do pepper. And you want to coat the top of whatever surface you're seasoning. Coat the top of it. Now with salt, I'm going to go pretty light-handed. I'm not going to coat the whole top. I'll just do like the middle. Garlic powder. Onion powder. I normally would put Chef Paul Prudhomme Poultry Magic, but I'm out. That's alright, just because you don't have one ingredient. Just, you know, we'll persevere, keep going. And then you want to stir it around. And that's honestly too much oil. I should have put less oil, but that's okay. They'll just be a little more crispy. I'm used to doing like a minimum of like 6 potatoes. See, and that doesn't look like very much. So I'm going to put a little more pepper. Oh, I ran out. Gotta refill it. No worries. No more salt. Just a little more onion and garlic powder. And then we're going to turn the burner down just a bit and let those do their thing. So hopefully you guys saw that. Sorry, I tried to prop you up. So right now it's on 7, well, in between the 7 and 8. I'm going to turn it down to 6 because you don't want them to burn. These, I'm going to do that. And then what I like to do with sausage links is once I have like that, or even a little better, at least 2 sides, I will then add some water to the pan or pot and place a lid on top, and then let it like the inside cook. So when we come back, we will see, I'm not stirring them. Leave them alone. Potatoes are independent. Potatoes can do magic all on their own. We don't need to interfere too much. So we are only going to stir that in like 4 minutes from now, if not longer. Alright, then we'll make the eggs too. We'll be at a point where we can make those. I'm going to do fried eggs for my movie this morning. Okay, so this is what the sausages look like. I haven't put water in yet, but I wanted all sides to get pretty crispy. So I'm going to add water. Close the lid. See, I still have not stirred these. It's only been about 3 minutes. Even when you see a little bit of goldenness going on, like just in like a little base, it's the hottest part of that eye of your burner, which is a good way to figure it out. But anyways, just because you see a little bit there, don't mess with it yet. Just let it keep doing its thing. It's gonna be alright. You don't have to stir it. Not yet. When the outer ones start getting a little more golden, then we will stir it. Okay, it's actually been about 2 minutes since I last came, but Do you see how dark these ones are getting? Not only on the bottom, but now on the top. These ones are starting, the outside are starting to get some color, but we're going to go ahead and start now because we don't want those ones to burn. So, I'm going to this. And I added more pepper. I've refilled my pepper grinder. Fresh ground pepper is, I love it. It's the only way to go. There we go. So there we go. Now we're going to leave it alone for a while longer. We're going to leave it at what it's at right now at 6. But if you felt like it was all getting too brown too quickly, you would then turn it down. At least to into the middle of the next one or the next one, depending. You know, you have an intuition about it. You would know. Okay, so this is still going. We want the eggs, the fried eggs, to be done. We want to serve them on the plate immediately, right when we're ready to serve the plate, right? So everything else pretty much has to be done before we start those. Oop, 1111. Angel numbers. Alright. Okay, I've drained most of the oil from this. These are done. And I drained all the water from these, and I'm just getting them crispy again, the skin, but I didn't need all the water that I put in, so I'm just letting them get crispy, but they're fully cooked. Now, I wanted to show you, see, I'm going to try to put that really light part on the griddle, so, Alright, now I wanted to show you this. So what I like to do while I'm cooking the eggs is I prop this so that it's tilting, the pan is tilting. And then I push all of these potatoes up to the top. And all the grease is going to drain down to the bottom. They're still going to be kind of oily, but they just won't be, look, all that. Alright, then we're going to turn these burners off, turn the front one on, and we're going to do some eggs. I'm going to figure out how to prop y'all up. Okay, I've got this pan pretty dang hot. Now, we're going to put butter. I've got my little bag here for trash still. So we will here. That butter's a little darker than I would like it. I usually try and like to do it kind of fast, pretty quickly after the butter has melted. But that's alright. They'll still be delicious. Has nothing to do with the flavor, just the aesthetics, really. So I'm going to add pepper, a little salt. Kind of light-handed with the salt, you know. And then garlic powder, onion powder. Oop. Oop. Well, pardon me, don't start popping up, please. So then you want to grab a spatula. And when you're doing two at a time, you can do one at a time until you're more comfortable. But when you're doing two at a time, they're going to stick together in the middle. When you're ready to flip, that's all you do. You just break them up. Now, when you feel like you're underneath it on the corner, you want to use a swift motion like that. to get it all underneath, or as much as you can, right? Then you flip that way, and more pepper, no more salt, just a tad bit. Be real light-handed on that second side of onion and garlic. Okay, now I'm gonna do 4 of these, and then that's enough time because he only likes them. So I'm gonna put it on before I put the potatoes on. He likes them over easy, not over medium. And had we gone longer, we would have went into over medium. All right. And you can even do less time than I just did for the over easy. I'm gonna put some potatoes. Should be enough for my baby. Let me see what we got, guys. Oh, okay. So this. Oh, come on. Oh, the battery's too low. That's all right. This is my baby's breakfast. The egg is a little darker than I'd like, but that's all right. It's still going to taste lovely, and it was made with love. Enjoy your day, guys. I'm going to put some ketchup on these potatoes for him.